In the United States, a $100 trillion note would be nearly 5 times the country's GDP. But at one stage in Zimbabwe, where Robert Mugabe's rule was underway, it would barely get you a loaf of bread. Zimbabwe's $100 trillion note had the most zeros on any legal tender on the planet. It had 15 zeros. This was in 2009 and had become a symbol of the economic crisis, which plagued the country for 37 years under Mugabe. He ruled Zimbabwe with an iron fist and presided over its total economic collapse in 2008. In the year 2006, inflation crossed a 1,000%, and at the peak of the crisis in 2008, it stood at 79.6 billion %. Experts say Mugabe had inherited a jewel, a solid economy, but his financial policies over the years and civil unrest brought the economy to its knees, and till date, the country is struggling to climb out. The people of the country fear going back to an era of hyperinflation, and the current situation is not any better. It is bringing back memories of the Mugabe mess. The COVID-19 pandemic and the Russia-Ukraine war have made matters worse for the country. Since the start of the war, inflation rates shot up from 66% to more than 130% in May. The latest figures from the month of June showing annual inflation rate at a staggering 192%. To deal with the currency crisis that stretches back to 2009, Zimbabwe's central bank will start selling gold coins as a store of value to tame inflation, which has further weakened the local currency. The coins will be available for sale from the 25th of July. The coin, which is named after Victoria Falls, can be converted into cash and be traded locally and internationally. Gold coins are used by investors internationally to hedge against inflation and wars. Last week, Zimbabwe more than doubled its policy rate to 200% from 80% and set plans to make the US dollar a legal tender for the next 5 years. The price of bread last month increased by nearly 70%. For years, basic amenities have been a luxury for the citizens. Electricity tariffs have been up. Outages have now become normal. There are cash shortages, lack of essential medicines in the hospitals. All this, along with fuel price hikes, accelerating a descent into hyperinflation. And the current crisis has certainly made it increasingly difficult for the people to afford a living. WION now available in your country. Download the app now. Get all the news on the move.